Assalamu alaikum. Love you too. So, inshallah, it's my pleasure today to present Brother Akber Ali. He is a doctor by education, got his medical degree, and he's studying now for the equivalency, so he's gonna start to practice here in Canada, inshallah, so make dua for him. He is also an editor of the Clear Quran. He was helping us with the translation. A great guy. And also, he's a volunteer with Islamic Relief, and Muslim Welfare Center. So inshallah, by the end of this month, we'll collect some items from you, food items, then they will be presented to Islamic Relief and the Muslim Welfare to be presented to the needy, inshallah. So I'm going to introduce him, so he will talk to you about what he does basically to help the refugees and those in need. Without further ado, Brother Akber Ali.
Assalamualaikum. MashaAllah, very well trained, very well trained. Very good. So my name is Brother Akber Ali, like Imam Mustafa said. I am a volunteer with the Muslim Welfare Center and in conjunction with Islamic Relief, we do a few projects. So before I get into talking about what I do for my volunteer time, who likes soccer here? Okay, the whole room. Okay, great. So, tell me, who's your favorite player? Messi. Hang on. Who's your favorite player, brother? Who? Neymar. Okay. Ronaldo. Okay, so we got the three best players. Okay, everybody put your hands down. So we got the three best players, right?
My best player is Ronaldo.
So. Okay. Ibrahimovic.
Are we on YouTube?
So if you look at these, the reason I asked you to tell me your favorite player because you can look at what they do off the soccer field. So you said Messi, you said Neymar, you said Ronaldo. You know that not only do they play soccer, but they give a lot of their money to different charities around the world. So Ronaldo has given millions and millions of dollars to different charities around the world. He's also given lots of money to Palestinians in the Gaza Strip and to other organizations for building hospitals and schools and different things like that. So, but he makes hundreds of millions of dollars. Does anybody in this room make hundreds of millions of dollars? I don't think so, not yet. Maybe Imam Mustafa, but none of us, okay? So, when you don't have that kind of money, how do you help other people? That's the question, right? So, I'll tell you, I'll give you the answer. Don't worry, I'll give you the answer. So, I don't have that kind of money either. But if you don't have the money, then you can give your time, right? You can give your time, and you can use the different tools that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you, especially your brain and your physical abilities to go help other people. So what do? I volunteer with the Muslim Welfare Center on a few projects. Our main project that we have is called Project Ramadan. So during the month of Ramadan, we donate different food items and food baskets to needy families around Toronto. So I don't have a lot of money, but I have the time and I have the will to go and help all these other people. So we collect a bunch of money from everybody around Toronto. Then we go and buy a bunch of food, and during Ramadan we get hundreds of volunteers, Muslim volunteers, to come out and build baskets of food, and we deliver it to the needy families around Toronto. So another one that we do it's called the Syrian Welcome Kit. So any of the new refugees that come into Toronto, we give them a welcome kit when they move into their new home. So if I took you and put you in the middle of the United States of America and put you into an apartment and you had nothing there, what is the first thing you would need? Tell me. Oh, you said money. No, not money. Food, you got it, that's it. So you need food to survive, right? So what we do is we make these welcome kits to help the refugees when they move into their new home. So we give them food, we give them pillows, we give them blankets and sheets, we give them cleaning supplies, and we give them a lot of other things. So all of these things that we do are all from volunteers. Yes? What's that? A house. When they move into their house, that's when we give them all these things. So alhamdulillah, they get a house and we give them all of these items to start off their new life. So the point that I'm trying to make is that you don't have to be rich to be able to give back to other people. You don't have to be, famous to give back to other people. So I heard that you guys are doing a food drive, is that right? Yes. Okay, and you guys are bringing in canned goods, right? Yes. Okay, so are you going around in your neighborhoods and getting your neighbors to donate as well? No. Whoever said no, then tonight you should go out and knock on your neighbor's door and ask them if they have any canned goods that they would like to donate to needy families. And you'll be surprised at how many people are willing to give you food. Everybody's willing to help and give to those who are less needy. All of us in this room are very lucky. We have a home, we have food, we have parents, we have a school, we all go to school.
But we don't.
So we're all lucky here. So there's people in this country that don't have all of those things. So it's our job to help those who have less than we do, right? Right, that's right. So at the end of the month, whenever you guys are done collecting all the cans, I'll come back here and see which class has collected the most cans. And the class that collects the most cans is going to get a prize.
We're going shopping today.
Okay? It's a surprise.
I hope so.
So whoever collects the most cans is going to get a prize. So I ask you to go out and try to collect as many cans as possible. And when I come back in a couple of weeks, we're going to give you a prize. Yes? You can get food from anywhere. It doesn't matter. But the more places you go and ask for food, the more people will give you. Okay, no problem. Sure. Yes. Most canned goods are, but yes, it has to be. Any other questions? Go for it. Okay, so the brother asked a good question. Everybody pay attention. I'll only be a couple minutes. I'm letting you guys all ask questions. So the brother asked a good question. How did they come to Canada? So if you know about the world, that in Syria there's a war going on. So people are then moved out of their home and they are sent into refugee camps. And they have to stay in a tent for a few months or a few years. And only a very few of them are lucky to come to Canada. We're all lucky we live here, but only a few of them are lucky enough to come to Canada. And then the government brings them over, and then they get settled into a home. But when they get settled into a home, they're left to do everything by themselves. And that's why it's our job as Muslims to help our fellow brothers and sisters when they move into their new homes into Canada, to help them not only with money, not only with supplies, but also help them get to the masjid, also help them with all these other things. Yes?
Can you give candy?
Candy? No, you don't want to give candy. You give the candy to me, I'll eat it. But you give the nice canned goods.
No, I never give candy. Once I did a Syrian refugees of giving toys because it was Ramadan and we had to give the Eid or I don't know Hajj or Ramadan and we had to give toys to Syrian refugees.
So you're saying that you bought toys and you gave them to the refugees, right? MashaAllah, good job.
Does this stuff have to be in can?
Yes, it's a canned food drive. So anything that's canned, non-perishable.
But does the can have to be metal?
All the cans are metal, aluminum. We'll take care of that for them. We give them a can opener in our basket, sure. So they have different projects. The youngest age, I'm not 100% sure. But what you can do is if you want to volunteer, you go on their website and you can sign up to be a volunteer. So they have the RIS conference, the Reviving the Islamic Spirit conference coming up in December. So they're always looking for volunteers, even to hand out flyers, even to stand at a few booths and do different things. So go on their website and then type it in. And I'm not sure exactly what the minimum age is. I think it's you have to be a certain teenager. I think you have to be 15 or 16. But just go online and see exactly what it is. To donate stuff? So you can go to the Muslim Welfare Center, which is at Mavis and Central Parkway, and they have a lot of flyers. And also, if you have canned goods at home that your parents want to get rid of, you can also donate them there. Sure.
Okay, so from now on, we have a yes today. Time out of your day. If you're not interested in talking to people, if you're not interested in listening to a guest, feel free to bring downstairs. Is that what you'd like? Yes or no?
Very good. So the brother said that him and his family donated water during Ramadan for the people who are fasting. Very good.
Is that what you would like? I want to hear yes or no.
You go there. So you know the good work that they do there. Yes. So at the Muslim Welfare Center, they accept everything. You can give them clothes, gently used clothes, jackets. Jackets, we need a lot of jackets for the refugee families because they come from a warm climate. Now they're in the freezing cold Canada, so we accept everything. Yes, tuna is a canned good.
Your mother and father are not.
MashaAllah. Very good. Okay. Last question. So her mom is a volunteer at Islamic Relief, so you can ask her what the minimum age requirement is. No, that's very good. So, okay, that's the last question. But at the end of the day, the point is, brothers and sisters, you don't have to be rich and famous to give back to other people. Even if you don't have food, even if you don't have other things, being nice to each other, helping each other here at school, being nice to one another, that is also sadaqah. So, I thank you for your time. I hope you guys, I'll see you in a couple weeks with a lot of canned goods. And the person or the class that has the most will get a prize. Okay, inshallah?